Welcome to Art Should Be Illegal, a podcast about art and its place in our fair republic. My name, as always, is Liv, and my pronouns are it and she. And with me, I have two wonderful, wonderful ladies.
Oh, now she doesn't want the fucking second spot. Okay. My name is Elissa, and my pronouns are she and they, and I'm going to move Annie's after mine in post, so she doesn't talk over me like that. And this message is going to be in there, and everyone's going to be like, what are you talking about? Annie talked after you. Why are you saying all this?
My name is Annie, and my pronouns are she and her. And Elissa, now you can go.
I can't have you two, my two subordinates fighting. That doesn't make for a good podcast.
Actually, I think it makes for a great podcast.
Yeah. It does, but not in this kind. You can't really fuck with the structure. You can fuck with each other.
The problem is that I'm still visiting Annie, and we are too chaotic when you have both of us in the same place.
This has been a chaotic trip so far.
Yes. Who has the cat?
The cat is kind of with Annie right now.
She's in the window.
Oh. Okay, well then Annie's kind of the most important to the pod. I'm sorry, Elissa. Oh. Yeah.
Annie, I can't wait to hear your edit of this episode.
Wait, what?
Okay, this week we've been Elissa and I have been subjected to something we don't often see, an anime, and it was quite a ride. We've been watching the 1997 anime Perfect Blue, a suggestion of Annie's.
Personally, I would call it Imperfect Blue.
Okay.
So I know that you guys both don't care for anime, and that's fine.
Well, I certainly don't watch it.
You don't have to watch it in general, but I wanted to expose you to some anime that I think is very good, even to people that don't typically watch anime. And so, Perfect Blue.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
It's decent. It's perfectly serviceable, although the way it's cut does leave something to be desired.
It's fair. It's not a perfect movie, even though it says it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, false advertisement. Well, right at the top.
There's some narrative quirks that you can kind of tell that some stuff kind of got left in there that should have been probably cut, or it was they put it in there for one reason and maybe didn't realize that it was going to cause other problems with it.
Yeah, can't disagree with that.
The script isn't all the way there, but it's decent.
Oh,
it's
a
twisty thriller.
Content warning. This episode will contain mentions and descriptions and also possibly discussions about sexual assault.
Yeah. There's a whole lot. This thing gets pretty twisted.
Also, actual assault and a postal bombing. It's got a lot.
Yeah,
but I don't have content warnings for postal bombings. I think those are rad.
Oh, okay.
I mean, depends on what your postal bombing.
Come at me, postal cop.
I mean, if it's like the federal building, I mean, who can say if it's bad or good? But if it's
the Oklahoma City bomber.
Wait, which one of them didn't like robots and computers?
That was Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
That was the Unabomber.
Okay, what did he bomb?
Universities and airlines. Hence, bomber, because it was university.
Oh, I thought he was the singular bomber.
Didn't know that.
I thought he just bombed one thing, and that's why he was called the single bomber, like the Unibomber.
No. It's UNA. It is the UNA bomber.
That is a
terrible. These bombinays.
That's pretty bad.
It's terrible. It's really bad.
Wow.
But we're not reviewing the Unabomber's art.
Fortunately, yeah, that is one particular artist we will get to much later, on a different episode. that is not going to be my pick for next week.
Okay, Annie, this is your pick, so take us away.
Annie is having a moment now as she realizes that we can pick the Unabomber as an episode if we want.
I mean, there's nothing stopping any one of us from picking the Unabomber.
My eyes have been opened to the possibilities.
We already talked about Pogo the Clown, so.
Yeah, but like the real question is who's gonna pick 9/11?
We didn't talk about 9/11 at length last week.
Listeners, it's been a week to you. It may just have been 10 minutes to us. It's just a little peek behind the curtain, like a peek up mom's skirt.
Don't reveal that.
A peek inside the podcasting blanket.
Okay, so Perfect Blue starts out with a show happening, like a local show at like a mall or some shit, like a really small, kind of shitty show.
It's like mall theater.
Yeah.
But we open on these like fake Power Ranger guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like doing Power Ranger shit. They're gonna fight this villain. When I saw these guys, I suddenly understood a joke from the game Elissa. Because these Power Ranger guys appear in that game.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty common
And I thought they
thing.
were just regular fake Power Rangers, but it turns out that they are fake Power Rangers that are not actually an original joke.
Yeah, it's Super Sentai is like the Sentai is the genre, and they show up at these like shitty mall shows all the time in Japan.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Japan is interesting. But yeah, anyway, so we get the stuff that's in the video that they have playing while they're doing their stage performance, and we cut out to see that it's a video. And this is going to be a constant motif throughout this film. They're just establishing that there is a disconnect between what is occurring in media and the reality.
right.
Yeah, and we're sort of also we're getting some really interesting cutting here. So we meet our main character, Mima, who is an idol singer, a pop idol singer, which is a very specific form of entertainment to Japan. It was much bigger in like the 80s and 90s than it is now, although it's still quite popular today.
I would go as far as to say it's still very big, but now it's big in South Korea.
That's true. Although K-pop is not quite the same thing as idols.
Oh no, it's like an offshoot.
In some ways, yeah. But there are specificities to idol culture that are singular. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
Idol bomber?
Oh my God.
Is this something?
Moving on. So yeah, we're outside the show here, and we're kind of just following people around as they're talking about the show, and all of them are men. And we're getting a few pieces of important information here. Namely, our protagonist is going to be quitting music to pursue a career in acting. And these dudes are fucking steamed about it. Everybody's kind of like, who the fuck does this lady think she is trying to act?
Yes, they're nerds and they're steamed about the thing they like, which is very accurate to real life.
Yeah. There are also some like unseemly dudes here. There's some young ruffians, and someone's remarking that he hopes they don't cause trouble again like they did last week. And I love that these guys are going to a fucking pop concert.
A question, how old are the members of this idol group supposed to be? Because like they're dressed up as if they're children.
They gotta be like late teens, early 20s, right?
Yeah,
like magical girls.
She discusses her 21st birthday at one point, so and that happened fairly recently.
Oh, okay. It's like she's grown out of it, basically.
Well, no, I mean idols can be a bit older; they could be in their 20s, but typically it is like a teenage thing to be.
I see. I love the idea of these guys like going to this shitty fucking pop show and just like starting shit with people. Just like, I'm going to go to the fucking pop idol show so I can start fights. That's so badass.
Yeah. But another interesting aspect to this scene is that we are cutting pretty fluidly from the show that Mima is into her at the grocery store. It's like shopping. And we're cutting back and forth.
Yeah, she's buying milk.
Yeah, and we're also like jumping through time as this is happening.
Yes.
Oh, also another note about the jam thing, like the stage performance. There are so many people with video cameras. It's like an ocean of journalists.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just take this.
And there are no women in this audience.
Not a single woman.
Not a single woman in the entire audience.
So I am going to take this opportunity to sort of explain a bit about idol culture. Just a cursory explanation. I am by no means an expert. I am not into idols.
Perfect, because I don't know anything about this.
I don't really get it, but like I have a bit of an understanding of like what it is. And that is, they're pop singers, typically young girls. And the whole idea of an idol is not just that they are a singer, but they're a particular type of stage presence. And the idea is basically to cultivate parasociality. The idea is that you are a part of this performer's image, and the image is one of authenticity. Like they are trying to explicitly cultivate authenticity and connection between the performer and the audience.
So and this is Instagram.
That is super creepy.
And it is ironically very manufactured. Like this authenticity is manufactured. And it really extends throughout the aspects of a performer's life. And it sort of encourages a sense of ownership of the performer by members of the audience. So like the obsession that we see throughout this story of members of the audience with Mima is not that weird in the context of idol culture. And it's to the point where like it's considered very, or it was, this has changed a bit in my understanding. I'm not quite sure where it lays now, but it was considered like very taboo for an idol to like be in a relationship or not be a virgin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it'll damage the brand.
Because so that was fucking dystopian.
Not just that it would damage the brand, it was seen as a betrayal of members of the audience.
Yeah, who are all in a relationship with their favorite idol.
Yeah. And there are aspects that I'm leaving out. Like there's also an aspect of like, idols are meant to be seen to be struggling as they like make an effort to improve their performance. Like, the idea of like shared growth, it's all like built around this idea of building parasociality. It's very gross.
That is
that why
bizarre
the
and
song
gross.
that they're singing, like the show that they start with, is completely insane?
Yes.
Because this song is so fucking weird.
Every song they sing is weird. And it's just about like being a girl and hanging out, because that's what being an idol is. The whole idea of being an idol is just being a girl and hanging out. And dudes just like hang out with you.
And just like
it's
encouraging
creepy
men
and
to
weird.
be weird about you for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, dear listener, we all three in the pod here, we are in a relationship with you, of course.
Of
So
course,
don't get it twisted.
It's not like what we have with you. We are in love with
not
you.
at all.
Hey, you listener,
very
specifically
much.
You, John. I'm in love with you,
hang
John.
out.
Yes.
Alice,
if you send me an email,
if you're listening,
I will reply,
please,
John.
And I am in love with
if
both
you like,
of you, and also all of the other listeners. I am in a relationship with all of the
there's
listeners.
only one listener, and that's the one who's listening right now.
Yeah.
We're all looking out for you, and we like you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. The one person listening to this.
Hey, listener, do you want to like hang out after this? Go grab a beer?
Oh, that would be amazing.
We're trying so hard to get better at
you.
podcasting. I really hope we're doing a good job. You should thumb the pod and leave a comment.
That'll encourage us to get better.
Saying how much you love our pod.
Yeah.
That way we know. Because otherwise we won't know and we'll feel sad.
And how
will better? We're trying to get better for you.
How will we be in a relationship with you if we don't know that you're there?
Are you gonna drive us into the arms of someone else?
This is so stupid. I hate this.
This
I hate
is
this so
a
much.
terrible bit. This is a terrible bit. Let's move on.
Anyway, so that's kind of my quick and dirty rundown of idol culture.
Okay. I don't understand. It's so weird. It's all men.
Well, you
Why
see,
is it all men?
I don't know.
because women can't be tricked into this because, women are dainty and beautiful and can easily find relationships as opposed to all of these fucking insults in the crowd.
Stop. Anyway, so the idea is that Mima is quitting being an idol because she wants to be a serious actor. And this is called graduation. And like, this is a thing in idols, is like when you stop being an idol, you are graduating. And it's
That is dystopian.
And
Yeah.
fun fact, VTuber culture has actually adopted this because it grows out of Japanese idol culture. And so when
Also
somebody
disturbing.
quits being a particular VTubering character, it's called graduation.
I
Wow.
hate that so much.
My ex-girlfriend is a famous VTuber.
Well, look at you bragging.
No, I know a lot about it because of that.
Of course, dear listener, we're all single on the podcast. We're saving ourselves for you.
Yes.
And we're all virgins.
I'm single, but I'm not saving myself for you. I would never date a fan. Don't ask.
I would date a fan.
I
Do
am
ask.
dating our only fan because
You have an
Well,
OnlyFans?
there you go. Yeah.
no.
No, this thing about graduating, it reminds me of the scenes from the scenes out of Cloud Atlas.
Everyone subscribe to my OnlyFans where I talk about microphones and camera techniques, and I talk about dynamic range and signal to noise ratios and depth of field and dolly movement and crane shots and drone shots. Different types of interfaces you might use or encounter.
This is possibly my favorite bit we've ever had on the podcast.
This idea of idol culture and graduating, it does remind me of Cloud Atlas, the bit with the they're not robots, they're like real human beings who are cloned to be like of service to others, who then like graduate.
And the McGurk
Or
effect.
whatever.
I'll talk about that too on my OnlyFans.
Aren't they like fucking euthanized?
Oh yeah, they're murdered and their body mass is recycled.
Remember in Cloud Atlas when not Sigourney Weaver, Hugo Weaving is in Yellowface?
Yeah, that was quite something. I mean,
I don't know what Cloud Atlas is.
Yeah.
it's like 3 hours of weird.
What a choice that was. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Mima deciding to become an actor, and she does this by jumping into like a crime drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she has like a little role. I have one major question here. Why couldn't she do both at the same time? Why can't she be an idol and then like have these tiny roles in like bits and pieces of things?
Because that goes against idol culture, where when you're an idol culture, you're supposed to put all your effort into being an idol.
Okay, but like singing not amazingly on stage and then having bit parts in in like local TV crime dramas, that seems like something you could do at the same time.
You are betraying your fans if you do that. You need to put all your effort into improving as an idol singer.
Like, we see her day-to-day life, and it's extremely boring.
You need to put all your effort into being an idol singer all the time.
She makes me look like such an exciting person.
Yeah, I think if she put all of her effort into being an idol, she would perhaps be a better idol, whatever that means.
But you understand what I'm saying.
I do understand what you're saying. I don't respect it. This is a part of like a culture that I don't respect, and I think that it's cool and good that it is completely banned in our republic because, of course, it is a product of capitalism.
Yes, and patriarchy.
Yeah.
Both those things are illegal.
There's quite a bit of patriarchy happening in this movie.
This movie does seem to have an opinion on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we see Mima sort of get her first time on camera. She's playing the sister of a murder victim.
Well, hang on. So there's one more
Before,
thing that happens.
We also get to see her apartment, which is tiny.
Before that, like at the end of the show ends early because there's a fight.
Oh yeah, the fight.
All right, the incels.
There's
fight.
this weird creepy dude doing this weird thing with his hand and just staring at her while they're performing.
Yeah, he has like,
and he's perfectly still.
So his like view is of Mima dancing, and he has his hand held up so that like he's holding her with the forced perspective.
Yeah,
it's a very anime thing. That
happens
he gets all the time in anime.
Drilled. Oh, does it? Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
And then he gets fucking drilled in the head with an empty can by those young ruffians from earlier.
Yeah.
And he decides he's going to go kill them, and they beat the shit out of him. And then they stop the entire show for this. They don't just like kick the guys out. Like they stop the whole show, and she's like, "I'm so sad. Oh no, I just wanted to perform for you."
Do they not have security?
Well, apparently not.
Also, this is exactly how the Mars Volta broke up. This is not the Mars Volta, but at the drive-in before the Mars Volta.
I don't know what you're talking. What is that?
No idea.
That's not real.
At the drive-in?
It's not real. You made that up.
They're a band. They became the Mars Volta.
They were a band
after they broke up.
Stop making things up.
Okay. We also get to see the inside of her apartment, which is tiny.
It's two.
And like I think this is just a standard Japanese apartment. Like you live in a shoebox and then work in a factory all your life until you die.
Yeah, like me.
Okay.
I work in a factory.
That's true. You do.
Quick question. Why were everyone scared that Japan was going to take over the world again?
That was a decade before this.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So when this was not the case.
Yeah, the 90s were the lost decade in Japan, where they were like a massive recession.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, I live in a shoebox. I'm an idol. I can't work a computer.
They had a roaring 80s followed by permanent stagnation.
Yeah, which they still enjoy to this day.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's because they're not fucking enough. They should fuck more.
Yes. You would think that, like, I mean, from like my very limited perspective on Japanese culture through anime, I would say that like you would think they fuck a lot. It's very horny.
Anime?
Yeah, anime.
Anime.
Is it anime?
Anime.
Anime.
Anime. Yeah.
Cartoons.
I think the reason it's weird and horny like that all the time is that they're not fucking.
Yeah, they're very repressed culturally, I guess. I don't know. I'm not about to start like making huge generalizations.
When an egg doesn't come out as trans and doesn't fucking take the shot and like becomes vice president of the United States and they're like evil.
And they make their wife call them father.
Yes, yeah. This is the horny version of that. Like if you're horny and you can't fuck because society says you can't fuck, then you start talking about and drawing like tentacles and shit.
Right. So in her shoebox apartment, she receives a weird fax. And I'm not sure what to read from this because I don't read any Japanese. Yeah, so it looks like
stalker keeps calling her and faxing her while she's on the phone with her mom.
She just has a fax machine and it starts like sending her paper. That's so sinister.
I am reliably informed that if you need to do any sort of digital business in Japan for like quite a while, you need a fax machine.
I guess I can kind of see it with what her job is. Where it's like maybe she would need to have like
no, actually no, I can't. We see an office. We see an office later. Why does she have a fax machine?
There's no reason for her to have a fax machine.
It's really weird for her to have a fax machine.
Although later on we get to see a computer, so like
as someone who works in an industry where we still have to use fax machines.
Same.
It's really weird for her to have a fax machine.
I have an app on my phone that lets me send faxes for my work.
That is bananas. In the last decade and a half, I've seen one CD-ROM, and that was an X-ray I needed.
I have CD-ROMs fairly regularly for similar reasons.
Yeah, but like,
Same.
then again, I guess I live in the weird future where the mug has taken over the world in like digital assets. Anyway,
You live in
she gets
Denmark.
this. Live in Denmark. So she gets this fax, and the subtitles doesn't say what the fax says. So
Oh, it
I
does?
just not
It
on
does?
my cut.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was just sort of left to like, oh, I hope this isn't important. I mean, I guess I can infer that like she looks out the window, so like it was either a suicide note or I have a trained sniper on your position.
From her stalker that says he loves looking at her through the window.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Also, but also the fax itself just says traitor over and over.
Okay, here's the thing. And this is my advice. If you're any kind of public personality and people send you this shit, you just block them and then you move on with your life. That is the only course of action.
Okay, but like we find out later that this guy's trying to kill her, so that wouldn't really work in this case.
Block, just move house, move somewhere else.
Okay.
Well, right now he's just creepy. He's not trying to kill her until
it's more.
something
It's
happens
like
later.
No.
It's the same with comments that people leave on social media. You just block them and move on.
I understand that, but sometimes there are credible threats.
Oh yeah, but then you call the Japanese police and I don't know.
They tell you that there's nothing they can do until you've been murdered.
I mean, that's the same thing for any police in any Western country I could care to name. They will go like, well, have you been murdered yet? Okay, no. Well, we can't do anything until a crime has happened.
I'm sorry,
Yet
you're
we're
a
still
woman.
talking.
I'm sorry, you're a woman and you're being threatened by a man and he hasn't killed you yet? Why the fuck are you wasting my time?
Yeah, what are you saying? A man sexually assaulted you? You're probably just lying for attention.
I'm sorry, a man said that he was gonna kill your tranny ass? Why would I do anything about that?
Yeah,
Calm
that doesn't
down,
sound
you're
like
hysterical.
a hate.
I'm sorry, I may be speaking from experience.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, so hang on.
She's on the movie set.
Yes, it's a set. There's a ton of people. I don't know anything about making movies. I assume this is just how movies are made.
It's like a very packed set. Like
This is a
Yeah.
big fucking production. That is a huge crew. Like this is this is also like I don't know. It's like a big studio thing.
Yeah, and they
It
kind
is.
of play up how intimidating the large crew, all like looking at her during her performance on camera is, and it does a good job of that.
Yeah,
That's weird though, because she was on stage earlier with like a humongous crowd, like way more people, and it didn't bother her as much.
It is
Yeah,
a crowd
but-
that is not cheering in support of her. They're just observing her. And I
Yeah.
think that's the issue.
And it's also like something that she was very confident in, which is singing, and now she's doing something that she's not confident in, which is acting. And like a lot of this is about how she wants to change who she is, what she does, and what her public image is. And
Mhm.
her fans don't want her to do that. Like a big theme in this film is like the idea of ownership of women, and a woman's lack of ownership over her own ability to exist.
Right.
At least that's how I read it.
So yeah, so she's on
Yeah.
screen, and her manager gets his shit rocked with a bomb in a letter.
Yeah, so
A
someone
letter
sends-
bomb.
Yeah, someone
Before that, we
sends her.
also meet Rumi, her agent, who explains what a URL is to her, which is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. I mean, we meet a few characters. We meet the actors in the show that she's going to be in over the course of the film. We meet like the writer of the show. We meet her manager and her agent. Those are the main people that we meet here.
We also get some weird transphobia here because the scene they're shooting, they're talking about a man that collects women's skin to become a woman. And
right.
you really gotta love how trans people are depicted in media. It's
that's
great.
Just Silence of the Lambs.
It is totally just straight lifted from Silence of the Lambs. But there's no escaping shitty depictions of trans people in media. It's like clowns. You get either clowns or trans people in every movie, and you don't get to choose. There are two genders. There are only two genders, and they are trans And clowns.
And clown.
Those are the
It's too bad
genders.
it's too bad that transitioning requires taking women's skin and putting it on your own. But I wish it was different. But
You heard it here first, folks. If you're not trans, you're a clown.
Yes.
hell yes.
But it does mean that we'll never escape clowns.
Yes. They might be illegal, but we're not getting rid of them.
So yeah, she gets some fan mail that her manager is like going to give to her, but he decides to open it for her, I guess, and it explodes.
And just fucking kills him.
No,
instantly.
he doesn't die. He doesn't die.
Doesn't he die?
He's fine.
He is. No, he's bleeding from his face and hands, and everyone on set goes like, "Oh, this is fine, I guess. Let's just move on."
Nobody calls the cops.
They literally, in the next scene, they're like, the director told us not to call the cops.
Oh, okay. Why?
I don't know.
Why-
It's crazy.
Why would you ask the director?
Or like the producer,
because
like somebody on set.
He's the king of the set, and if you don't do what he asks, he's gonna
I don't
end you.
think that extends to attempted murder.
I don't know
with
if it's
an
the director.
explosive device.
I don't know if it's specifically the director, but like some executive or something was like, "Don't call the cops," and so no one did.
Yeah, see, if I was like a PA or something on a set, and some dude just got his hand and face exploded by a letter bomb, I would absolutely be calling the cops from like a bathroom or something.
Anyway, this guy is fine because he shows up in the rest of the movie and is fine.
Yeah, I thought it was a different guy because
no, it's the same guy.
He has bandages on his hands.
Sign that like his face was exploded.
He was fine.
Okay,
he was just fine.
I think I found another complaint with this movie. He's lying there like he just fucking died.
Yes, and he says like I'm fine, and then like goes unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. If the Unabomber did this like with letter bombs, then why did he go to prison? Because apparently it's fine.
Because he killed people.
Yeah.
No, clearly he couldn't. He couldn't have.
Shut the fuck up, Lev.
I think it's a conspiracy.
It's a shame there wasn't a director around to tell everyone to not call the cops after Ted Kaczynski bombed those universities and airlines.
This is the UNF bomber, the university and film set bomber.
Much less. Nobody cares about filmmakers.
No, he's the
idol.
You
ruined Ted Kaczynski for me.
How can you ruin Ted Kaczynski?
By telling me what Unabomber means.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do you mean the UNA bomber?
Yeah, he didn't just bomb one single thing. Anyway, next up, we see some product placement. It's a Macintosh computer.
Yeah, and Mima is learning how to computer.
Yeah. Rumi is teaching her how to use the internet and explaining what the internet is to her. And she's typing in the HTTP.
Oh yeah! she like, it's a great scene. It's like a great little bit because you can hear her. She's going like HTTP. It's so good.
It's doubly great because she says there's some what do you call it? Like there's like she uses some few choice English words because those are just the words of the internet.
Yeah,
and our main character goes like, please, Japanese.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's cute.
Yeah.
Cute and cute and weird, but also like
this thing does like a bit, and it's a decent bit.
Yeah. So she goes to the website that the stalker had sent her in like the letter that is Mima's room. And it's basically a blog from Mima's perspective, which at first she finds really cute about like fake stuff that she did throughout the day. It's like, oh yeah, that is what I'm like. That's very funny. How do they know that I'm like that? That's so cute. And then it starts to get like more and more personal. And she's like, how the fuck do they know that? And it gets really sinister.
Yeah. They start going to like what she was buying at the store when we saw her at the store earlier. Like it has the list of things that she bought. Like it's all written in first person. It's super creepy.
Yeah.
It's quite something. Fuck, I had something. God damn it.
Oh no.
It got away from me.
Yeah, and she's like reading this blog like she's just like me for real. And then nobody gives a fuck when she like complains about it.
Right. Yeah, they're like, you're famous. What did you expect, you dumb bitch?
Whatever, you're famous. Just be happy that you're famous. You got a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you want to be famous? Well, this is what famous looks like.
Being famous is having stalkers.
Like your
being famous
fans
is having
love
stalkers.
you so much they know what you bought for your fish. How exciting is that?
Yeah, but we did see some of the items bought previously when she was in the grocery store.
Yeah. But like she's really justifiably freaked out by this, and she walks by some paparazzi and they like ask her some questions and she's just like not having it and just like walks past them without saying anything. And they're like,
yeah,
wow, I guess now that she's a TV star, she's fucking rude.
She's too good for paparazzi.
Like, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, like building that case for the movie is about how people feel ownership over celebrities and women and like, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is about that parasociality.
Yeah. I mean, and idol culture is about parasociality, and she's trying to break from that, which honestly, I argue that it should not be a thing in the first place, but whatever.
Except, of course, for you, dear listener, we are in a relationship with you. Never forget this. Please farm the pod.
How much we love you. Yeah, and we're continuing to do this thing where scenes that she's acting in are being shown as just regular action before we cut out and see that it's not real. And right now, it's not something that's super disorienting.
Actually, I mean, I disagree. It is a little disorienting, but like not that disorienting. But like, it'll be a scene where she's walking down the street and a guy is like, hey, you're very beautiful. Would you like to be a model? Do you have representation? And like, you could absolutely believe this is just happening to Mima because like she is clearly beautiful. She's a famous pop star. And then it cuts out and like someone says cut and it cuts out and like this has been a scene in the show that she's in.
And now we're watching them watch the monitor.
Right. And it's like, it's not like, it doesn't recontextualize everything, but it sort of makes you go like, oh, okay. And it sort of sets you up for later in the movie when they like fucking do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is, well,
it's great.
It's wonderful. This is very, very nicely executed as well.
Yeah, it's
because
well handled.
I fully bought into, oh yeah, like she's like being approached by people on the street, and then, oh
yeah,
okay,
yeah. But she goes to her manager's office to like talk about work shit, and the other two members of the pop group that she left are like celebrating because suddenly they're like very successful without her.
Yeah. Now that she is out of the picture, they're experiencing their first actual success. They're actually charting, which they've never done before.
Yeah.
And she does seem genuinely excited. And we get this weird bit here where like we see her fantasizing about everyone having a big celebration in the office. And then we cut back to reality and everyone's just kind of like doing their own thing and conversing.
Yeah, they're
normally.
Nobody
really cares.
Yeah, everyone's just like, that's awesome that we did great.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, in a way, back to work.
But like, it is nice that she's genuinely excited for them. She's like, oh, wow, we never charted before. That's amazing. I'm so happy for them. Like, It doesn't seem bitter.
Yeah, and obviously she is happy for them. At the same time, I think the action, especially as we progress, makes it apparent that she is having very mixed feelings. She is definitely on another level very envious of the success that they're having.
But at the same time, she's like in a different part of her career and doesn't want to be a part of that career anymore.
Yeah, and she says a little bit before this that like she feels smothered by the whole thing, which understandable given everything that she's regularly dealing with.
Yeah, considering what I was talking about with with the idol culture. Like that's what she was dealing with. And like that's what she's trying to get away from because like the same culture is not true in other areas of Japanese celebrity culture. But people are treating her still like she is an idol, and that's what she's trying to break away from.
Yeah, I think it's almost that like she's happy to be out and she's happy for them, but she feels like she's letting people down by switching to a different career, and that is kind of the source of her friction over the course of this.
I think there's another source of her anxiety, which is she is leaving something that she was somewhat successful at, making a living at, to something that she doesn't know if she can make it in.
Yeah.
And that's also a level of anxiety that I personally find like very relatable.
Yeah.
Because I've done that. I've made that jump. I used to be an engineer and now I'm doing what I'm doing. And I don't know.
It's a huge career change.
It is.
And in here, we also get like Rumi kind of lamenting the career change a little bit. They weren't making any money selling records. Yeah. Then this is where we get to where she gets stopped by the guy on the street and asks if she's interested in becoming a model, and then we see that it's a scene, and then we're like back into another. So that's like her first role. That's like her second role. We're seeing her kind of cycle through a couple of different things, and we go to this scene where Rumi is in a meeting about another role for Mima. And this one includes and here's where we deliver on our content warning earlier. There's a rape scene in this.
I don't mean like this isn't that important, but I do want to point out it's not a new role. It's like they're expanding the role that she had in that same crime drama.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the same role the entire movie. So it's like this role is expanding as her role as an actress expands, which I think is nice thematically, which is the only reason I really bring it
it's
up.
just really weird because that's not, I guess she's just on a TV show. And so okay.
It's a TV show.
And
it's a crime drama.
So they're just like increasing her role over time. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense because some like TV shows are kind of like written and shot like as they're doing them. Like the Star Wars.
Well, but they kind of make that clear because we didn't talk about this, but in the first scene with the writer who's writing this show, one of the actors is like, "Hey, tell me who's the killer for this season? Like who is it?" And he's like, "That would be spoilers." And then he like walks away, and the producer's like, "You should really like figure out who the killer is going to be."
When did intimacy coordinators become a thing?
Not until after the 90s.
Not until the Weinstein thing. That was their way of being like, surely this fixes that problem, right?
Wait,
it's like that doesn't fix the problem.
Oh.
It was the Weinstein, yeah.
Oh no.
That was when they started bringing those out, and it's like, that's great that you're solving the problem that some people are uncomfortable with, simulated sex. At the same time, that wasn't the problem. Why are you going in on this? Hey, everyone. He was raping women. That's not the same as someone feeling uncomfortable on set while they're doing a fake sex scene.
Well, anyway, Mima is like, I'll do the fake sex scene. But you get the sense that she's
fine.
doing it.
She's totally cool.
I disagree. You get the sense that she's doing it because she feels like she has to for her career, not because she wants to do it. But she does like project that she's fine with it.
Yeah. She's like, well, it's not a real rape, so who gives a shit? Meanwhile, Rumi is freaking out. Rumi is pissed.
Yeah, Rumi's more upset about this than
she's talking about how she has like a duty to protect her client and all this. And Mima's just like, yeah, I'll do it. Sure thing.
Which like, yeah.
And given the way she is, she probably feels obligated.
Protect your client by doing intimacy coordination.
There's no intimacy coordination in this rape scene.
That is a twinkle in a Hollywood producer's eye at this point.
But an important thing.
And that Hollywood producer, Harvey Weinstein.
Yes.
That twinkle would come out through his cock.
Yes.
God. It would not land on the ground, unfortunately.
An important thing happens here. She is on the subway home or the train home, and she's like looking at a reflection of herself in the window, and then like suddenly her reflection is back in the outfit, the performance outfit that she was in the opening song, and is like saying like, "I do not want to do this scene. I refuse to do it." And it's like it's her inner self, like. She's hallucinating her former self, being like, no, I would never do this. What the fuck?
It is a little odd that her former self comes off as sort of a more pure, quote unquote, version of her.
It's a more childlike version, I think.
Yeah, when you consider the awfulness of idol culture, you go like, okay, that's not like we're exchanging one kind of male gazy awfulness for another.
But I think
you're shaking your finger here at me.
I think
come at me.
You're absolutely right, but I think that it makes sense in context in that she has inhabited the role of like an innocent little girl, which I hate saying that. That's gross.
Yeah, that's not great. The idle, innocent little girl
she's inhabited that role and she has felt comfortable in it to a degree. You know, like that comfort that you feel in an uncomfortable situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is not good, but I know it and I'm comfortable in my misery. I think that's what it is she has come to believe this aspect of the character she was playing.
Yeah, and I mean, as a trans woman, I am so familiar with being comfortable in my misery.
There's a lot of trans shit going on in this movie.
Just go like, why didn't you go back to being an idol? Folks? It was awful, but...
No clowns. There are no clowns in this movie. We have picked our gender.
Yeah, this movie's gender is trans.
There is some flag thrown at some dude with physical deformity, though. Which, like, he's portrayed as a bad person.
Yeah.
And creepy and cruel and...
It was the 90s.
Sure was.
Yeah. So the disconnect we keep seeing between reality and fiction becomes like a lot more jarring because now we're going into the actual like rape scene being filmed, which is an intense fucking scene. I'm surprised that they would show this to children, honestly.
Yeah, you know, like when her tits flop out during the rape scene.
Yeah, like it's weird to put in a children's cartoon.
Yeah. Wild.
I gotta admit, I was surprised. I did not know that there would be full frontal in this cartoon.
Yeah, for children.
Yeah,
I guess
cartoon for children. This children's animated program. But yeah, so she's playing a stripper in this, and she gets attacked by the audience, and it's like wildly violent and intense. And then somebody calls cut and everything stops. And there's a guy on top of her and he's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, oh, it's fine. And they set up the next shot and then call action and everything just picks up right where it left off. It's very intense.
Yeah, and honestly,
they're professionals.
I love it. I think it's an amazing scene. It's very difficult to watch, but like in a good way.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a moment in here where they call cut, give the guy some acting notes, and then it just picks up again from the start.
Yeah,
and it's wild. And when I was watching this the second time to take notes, I was sitting in Annie's living room, and her cat likes to sit in the window, and sometimes people come and interact with the cat, and the cat goes nuts. And in the middle of the fucking rape scene, I turn around and look over my shoulder and there are two dudes looking at the cat and they can 100% see through that window and see that there's a fucking rape scene on the TV.
Oh my God.
It looks like I'm watching a fucking cartoon rape and they're like waving at the cat. It's such an insane situation.
Oh no. So Rumi is the one that freaks out here. She starts bawling.
Yeah, she has a really tough time with this.
I would say at this point, all I could say is Rumi is really having quite the... I mean, it's not parasocial, but like she has a way more intimate relationship with...
Mima.
What's her name? Muna?
Mima.
Yeah.
Is
Do
that
not
like
pronounce it Mima.
Mima.
Jemima?
Rima,
exactly,
Rima and Mima, the two main characters of this.
Mima is just like fully dissociating on stage by the end of this. We can see that she's definitely not as cool with it as she's pretending to be. She is like imagining that she's back on stage doing pop shit.
Yeah.
And not where she is right now. She's not having a good time.
Which, honestly, I also don't think I would be having a good time.
Right. And from there, like, we see exactly how bad, like, she's got it. Like, she's not having a great time. She goes home and sees that all of her fish are dead. Earlier in the movie, she had apologized to her fish for forgetting to feed them for a day. So she comes back and they're all dead. And she starts bawling her fucking eyes out. And she's then like accosted by her pop idol self again, only to realize as she like starts, freaking out, that the fish were fine the whole time and everything is normal.
Yeah. She's starting to sort of lose her grip on reality here a little bit.
Yeah, she's really going through these early motions where you have to recognize, okay, I'm having a mental health crisis. Maybe I should be doing something about it.
Yeah, we're like setting up this like dual thing here where there is the split we keep seeing between reality and fiction, and there is also this separate split between reality and fantasy. That is, we're constantly interrogating these two things, it feels like.
Yeah, we do get a little cutaway to the creepy guy's room where there are pictures of Mima everywhere. Or Mima. Fuck! You got me saying it!
Yeah.
Funny.
I wasn't saying it before! Damn it. Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah, so she goes to look at the stalker website, and whoever's writing it knows about the rape scene and is writing in there that she hated it and didn't want to do it. And she flips out that somebody would lie about that, and then starts hallucinating herself there again. And the hallucination, gonna be honest, kind of a bitch to her. Before frolicking away on the tops of the streetlights. And I don't know how this woman doesn't just vomit at this point.
You don't vomit for psychosis. I'm fairly certain of this.
You could. But
okay. Of course, the real danger begins here because Mima goes on the computer, which is a mistake. It's a thing you should never do. It's really bad for your mental health, especially hers. Because she goes on the computer, goes to the blog, which again, don't read the comments. If you're like a content producer, just don't read the comments. I know you want to, but you really shouldn't. But she goes on the computer and she sees more weird parasocial shit.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, she is not having a good time online at this point.
She's so Actually, maybe watching it back, it looks like actually she got psychosis from going on the computer.
Yes, yeah. She gets on the computer and sees all the weird shit that they're writing and becomes psychotic. And yeah, that shit's real.
Yeah,
which is of course also why we. Oh yeah, no, me neither.
We do not endorse the internet on this podcast.
No, we pod on reel to reel. That is the only safe way to pod.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking to each other on the phone right now. On landlines.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're recording this on cassettes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's becoming. I have a reel to reel machine. I will not have my name besmirched.
Anyway, the fantasy version of her like pops out of the computer and is like, "No, I'm the real Mima. You're fake. Nobody likes you anymore. Everyone thinks that you're disgusting."
Yeah.
And then she just like runs off.
She fucks off magical girl style.
Yeah. She's like a total bitch to her, then frolics away on the top of the streetlights, and it's bizarre. I would be vomiting. It is. That's vomit
I think at that point I would call possibly a psychiatrist or some kind of doctor.
But then it turns out that
go to the emergency room and go like, "Hi, I'm seeing magical girls who are jumping on light poles, and like, yeah, she came out of my computer,
and she said she was me."
Yeah, and then then I have to explain to a 90s a Japanese doctor in the 90s what a computer is. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. And what a magical girl is.
No, the doctor in the 90s knows what a magical girl is.
Okay. But it turns out that the audiences like fucking loved this scene. They were like, "Oh, that's good TV."
Yeah. They're hooting and hollering at sexual assault.
And
it's Japan in the 90s.
Like the old Mima fans are like, "Man, everyone that likes this is an idiot." But we get a scene of the writer of the show, the one who like proposed the rape scene.
Yeah. He gets I'm not gonna say his comeuppance because I mean On the one hand, he's a writer, and writers are awful. On the other hand, there's like a chain of command in these TV shows of people who like accept this and said, yes, this is what we need
so much.
Yeah, but I don't think
all deserve exactly what this guy gets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He deserves to be murdered and his eyes gouged out.
Yeah. He's walking through the parking garage and he hears that the song with the weird lyrics from earlier that they did. And
oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, as he's waiting for the elevator, he hears it getting closer and closer. The doors open and inside there's a stereo blaring the song so loud you can hear the speakers distorting, which is a touch that I really enjoy.
Yeah, that is a great scene. I will be stealing that for a future project of.
Yes. We cut to the doors opening again in a different shot, like from outside of the elevator. And as they come open, we revealed the dead body of the guy with his eyes torn out. It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, he got murdered and then some.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my not translation, in my subbed version, it said he was stabbed umpteen times with a sharp object, which is a very weird way to say it.
This translation that you had sounds so much more exciting than the one that we had.
Yeah, what were we watching?
Ours
I don't know.
Ours was not that silly.
Well, but we
this is like
we transition to there, and we continue with the theme of like things not being quite what they seem like they are, like fiction versus reality, and that we see what looks like a city skyline with a paramedic driving past, and then we cut out. We zoom out, and we see that it's a child on like a toy ambulance going past a poster. Yeah. And it's at another one of these like mall shows.
Yeah.
For the new pop idol that's like the new pop idol group that's just the two of them.
Yeah, they're just a duo now. There's a really short scene before this where Mima's getting a ride and she like jumps out of the car because she sees her pop idol self in another car and they're going the opposite direction. And this is something that doesn't make sense until the second watch. But the car drives off with the hallucinated woman in it, and our girl's just really not having a great time. And meanwhile, there's this sequence of them playing their show as a duo, and we're just kind of getting the juxtaposition here between them having all this success and Mima just losing her mind.
I mean, but like, what's interesting about it is she is also being quite successful. Like her career is doing quite well as an actress, but she doesn't feel that way. It's imposter syndrome.
Yeah. We're seeing in here that she takes this nude shoot with like a greasy photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
the new idols who are having not new, the new group who are having quite a lot of success, I guess. One thing that struck me is that all of the people who are like filming the event, they have like huge telephoto lenses.
Okay, yeah. Elissa commented on that, like these lenses would be really expensive when we were watching.
They would. And also their gross overkill is like, those are lenses for when you need to take an image of like a celebrity from 1,000 meters away, not an idol who is right in front of you.
We need to see the pores on this woman's face.
We need to be able to detect if she has pubes.
We need to see if her belly has grown by 0.5 centimeter, because that can tell us that she's either gained weight or is pregnant.
All of those fans are transvestigating them, and they're looking for a Janssen.
Janssen?
God, is this what?
God, a penis.
Oh, wait, is this what happens to like K-pop groups today? Do they get transvesticated?
Probably.
I'm gonna transvestigate you. Trans.
Okay, best of luck. You can't. I'm a cis woman. What do you want to do? Come at me.
Yeah,
Trans.
so am I.
Trans.
Annie, you're the only trans one on this podcast.
Listen, after
to our one fan,
going
I
to
know that you're
Bangkok,
trans
I know
too.
I'm no longer a trans woman.
To our only fan.
It's true.
Who I
Yeah,
love.
Liv.
I know you're
Liv,
trans.
you finished transitioning and now you're a woman.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a call from someone a few days ago that asked me if I had completed transition.
This is
Well,
amazing.
have you?
What a good question.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can just tell people that's a great question and then hang up.
I actually had to answer this guy. He worked for the federal government.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're being transvestigated by the federal government.
I'm being transvestigated by the feds.
So anyway, yeah, so she after this shoot with this greasy photographer, she finishes and she sees her pop idol self again, who's just like, I'm gonna go sing with the group. And we cut back to the group and like the hallucination pops out and starts singing with them. And the two other singers both have this look of like, they're just like staring at her and they're so fucking weirded out by what's happening. And we never get any other conversation about this. We just see that they are super not cool with whatever the fuck is going on here. And the creepy guy from earlier is in the audience with a camera, just watching.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that he keeps showing up in all these places like this. It's like he always knows where she's going to be in advance.
Oh no.
And another thing happens with him is we see him talking via text to the real Mimarine, which Mima is short for Mimarine, online. And it's like, no, the one that's in the TV show, she's an imposter. I'm the real Mima.
Yeah.
And he's like believing her.
Yeah, and he's using the information he's getting here to add entries to the website. He's the website one, and he is also hallucinating that she's there with him.
Yep. And all of his posters of her are talking to him.
Yeah, it's almost as if being in a parasocial construct created by capitalism is really, really bad for your mental health.
It's almost like both sides of parasociality are damaging.
Mm-hmm.
Truly does make you think.
Yeah.
Who's benefiting?
Yeah, this is when we get full frontal, right?
Do we get more full frontal here? Yes, we do.
Do we?
Yeah.
No.
Mima's she's in the tub trying to drown herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she's actually trying to drown herself. I think she's just like sad.
I mean, she's living in a shoebox, and this is the only place you can really, really scream and be alone is if you do it underwater.
There's one more scene before this because she.
Yeah, there is a scene.
She's
on TV.
Because we do one of these super disorienting transitions where we go into the movie she's doing. And she's talking about being concerned about what her other self might be doing. And like the lines between fiction and reality are blurring here. And she, after this, goes to visit her erstwhile group mates who are on some like radio show. And she gets there and sees her pop self in there with them. And she chases after pop self down the street. And it looks like she's about to get hit by a fucking truck. But she wakes up in her bed and it's not clear if any of what we just saw actually happened or not.
I think you might have had a different cut than me, because for me, those scenes are in the other order. So like it's full frontal and then radio scene.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I did not have any note in here about that happening. Okay. Well.
Oh, weird. I definitely had Elissa's order because we watched the same.
Yeah. Either way, it's some weird shit. Also, why is there full frontal? Where did that come from?
Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah.
Also, a pizza man kills the photographer.
Yeah, that's a little bit later.
I mean, as one does.
No, because she wakes up in her apartment and Rumi is there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I skipped that.
Yeah, they talk a little bit about the website and Mima being worried about her other self, kind of mirroring the conversation that we saw them filming a little bit ago. And we hear somebody yell cut again, and we're back on the fucking set. Yeah. And something entirely, we're in a different place, different people, different things are happening, and we're just like losing chunks of time now.
Yeah. And then she wakes up in bed again.
Yeah. And she's not clear if any of what just happened actually happened. And she meets with Rumi again, who is there again. And she says, she's talking about this. And Rumi's just like, oh yeah, no, I was just here yesterday. It's like, okay, so maybe it did all happen?
Mima's like, I haven't seen you in like a week. And Rumi's like, I saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not clear what's happening. And it's great.
Yeah. But it is structured in a way that like, it is not coming off as incoherent. It is coming off as like, oh, this is fucked. This lady's losing her mind.
Yeah, like we're getting a very clear sequence of events that Mima is experiencing, but they don't make sense. Like they make sense in the sense of like what she is experiencing is coherent, but it's like it doesn't make sense in the sense of like reality.
Yeah, yeah. Then we go back into the thing that they were shooting to the show, and the dialogue
just one thing,
just like really close to what we're seeing.
The killing of the pizza guy is intercut with more nudity. So it's like it's pornographic and explicit in the two extremes that we often see. Yeah,
because this is where we're seeing the show, and then we cut out again and see it's the photographer watching it, and he goes to enter the door and is immediately murdered by a lady disguised as a pizza guy.
And it's fucking brutal.
It is insanely violent. And yeah, we like cut into this, nude thing, and we see that it is Mima doing it.
Yeah. And it's cut with like the photos that he took of her that are full frontal. And we just see straight puss.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Very lovingly drawn puss.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then she wakes up back in her bed
That is some beautifully rendered 90s bush.
Yes.
And then somebody says, take 3, and she wakes up.
Yeah.
And it's like, did that happen? And then she looks in her closet, and there's a bloody outfit of a pizza guy. So it did happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, she gets a call. She makes a call, and they tell her that like there was a murder, and then we hear a news report at the same time saying that the weapon was the same one used to kill the screenwriter the previous week, and then we have her look in the closet and find the bloody clothes, and then there's a knock on the door, and she opens it, and just like 5 fucking paparazzi guys jam their heads in through the door and are like asking her questions about it.
And I hope that we're getting across like how much this is just a spiral out of control. Like it is like she is disoriented. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She's like, oh shit, did I kill these guys? I don't remember doing that.
At this point, she thinks that the truck hit her and she is either dead or dreaming. And that's where she's at. Yeah. Yeah. And she just straight up says that. And then she has to do a scene where she's just killed a man with the very weapon used to kill the photographer. Also, it's the photographer. And then she wakes up at home again. But she's not at home this time, actually. We're getting into like dream logic here, where she wakes up at home, but then she's talking to the lady from the show that she was shooting before, and they're talking about how she's someone else entirely. She's talking to them, and then they are like 2 other characters are talking while she's on the other side of like one-way glass. And they're talking about how she's someone else entirely. I don't remember what the name was. I didn't note it, but she's like Toko or something, and doesn't remember who she is. But she thinks that she's an actor and a model and a pop singer, and she's really just living in a hospital. And she looks at
and
her own reflection and is like, I'm a fucking pop singer.
Yeah, and it's like, oh shit, she has been like, and they say like she has dissociative identity disorder, and it's like, oh shit, like this has been the entire movie is like she's been living in a hospital, it's all been a dream, and then they say cut.
Yeah, and then we hear cut, and everyone on the crew cheers for her.
Yeah,
and
they're like, you fucking killed this performance, and she's like, I did it.
Yeah, it turns out that was the martini shot. They do not need safety. They are not going to get a second take. And afterward, the director says that he loved her performance. And her performance was probably fucking amazing. She thought it was all really happening. The best actors are the crazy ones. Like if you find like a dude that believes every conspiracy theory he hears, that dude will act his fucking heart out for you. He will deliver fucking 1,000% every time.
Alex Jones?
Yes. Exactly. If you can get Alex Jones to act in something, I guarantee he fucking kills it. He's got
and then if you know Alex Jones, tell him to get on the pod.
Yes. Alex Jones, get on the pod.
Yeah.
But
we're big fans. Big fans.
Yeah, we're big.
Could you imagine just a whole hour?
We also don't think that shooting in Connecticut was real. Whatever that was called, I don't remember. But we also don't think it was real.
It doesn't matter what it was called. They were all crisis actors.
Yeah, please come on the pod and we'll talk about it. We'll agree with you. Just get on the pod and we'll agree with you.
Yeah.
So I will say that to me, this is sort of the high point of the film. I thought the movie was over at this point.
That makes sense.
I thought that it was going to be like, this was all just a movie and that she's been like losing her sense of reality. That's the movie. It's over.
Yeah.
But then it keeps going. And in my opinion, not as good.
They run into the problem of like needing to have a third act and to wrap everything up, and they've got so many threads at this point.
We're still 20 minutes out.
Yeah, there's still a lot of movie left, and she meets with her co-star in the hallway and momentarily forgets that she isn't the character she plays on the show.
Yes, he goes like, "Hey, doctor, what's your name?" And like, no. That's not me. We're not shooting right now. Ali, are you dissociating? Did you imagine some of this?
I think she just says like you can stop calling me that now. This shoot's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go like, you don't have to method act anymore. We're done. We're wrapped.
Yeah, but then creepy guy shows up.
Yeah. The woman just fucking vanishes basically. She starts walking away and is just gone, and now creepy guy is on the set where the fucking rape scene occurred, coming after her.
Yeah, and it's more sexual assault and also violence against women.
Like he basically tries to reenact the rape scene with her, and it's super fucked up. And his plan here is to rape and kill her. And he tells her that the real Mima told him to do it.
Yeah, which is wow.
Yeah.
Delusions are something else.
And then he pulls out his dick.
He does.
Yes. And it looks like he is going to do the whole thing. And Mima gets her hands on a hammer and just fucking destroys him.
Yeah, she fucking smashes his skull and it's glorious.
Yeah. That's girl
domes him with the hammer. It's great.
Yeah, I do love that.
She girl bosses him.
Yeah, she girl bosses.
He gets fucking girl bossed.
I wish I could get killed by a beautiful woman with a hammer.
Same.
Wait, isn't this the part where they also then they clap, or is this the next?
Yeah. She's having like an "I just killed a guy" moment, and someone yells "cut," and a huge fucking crew applauds her again. And she's just really not having a good time.
Yeah, it's this movie is.
People will say she's an amazing actor.
Also, Rumi does something very suspicious here because she sees her and tells her that she's in shambles. And that's
which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
it's like, no, she's an actress.
Shambles.
She's been acting.
It's a shambles, not in shambles.
God damn it.
What do you?
That bitch needs to fix her grammar.
What?
If you see somebody and they're like they're a mess, you say they are a shambles.
Okay.
If something
Elissa,
has been fucked up, it's a shambles. A shambles is a butcher's shop. In shambles is incoherent. It is
Elissa?
a shambles because it's a slaughterhouse.
Elissa?
It is an abattoir. It is a place of gore. It is a mess.
Elissa, you're not trans. Because you're a clown.
Fuck you, Annie. Fuck you. You fucking piece of shit. God.
God, that was good.
I'm a shambles right now.
Well done.
But then she wakes up in her own apartment after Rumi has taken her home.
Yeah. And she tries to call her manager, but he's fucking dead. He was killed in the studio there, next to the creepy guy. So it's like it's not clear. Did she kill the guy? Who's
and then
what?
she looks out the window and goes like, "That's a weird train. That train doesn't usually go here." And out of the shadow steps another Mima, and things get weird.
Yeah, things get really
Because like,
weird.
this isn't my room. Out steps a perfect replica of her.
Yeah. So Pop Lady shows up, and it turns out that Pop Lady is just Rumi dressed up as Mima in her pop persona. She's just wearing the outfit and a wig, and
it is the ultimate form of parasociality.
Just far enough gone that like she's seeing all this as it being her, even though they look very different.
Yeah, but she gets gaslighted into thinking that she's in two places.
Yeah. And so, Rumi's having some identity issues at the moment, and she earnestly believes that she is Mima. She's like flipping back and forth, I guess.
Yeah.
And she reveals everything to Mima, that she was using the creepy guy and all of that. And
and it's like she's upset that Mima has made these choices in her career, and that she's obsessed with the version of Mima that is a pop idol, not an actress. And so
she's obsessed that she doesn't have ownership of another woman's body.
Yeah, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then she tries to murder her with an ice pick.
Yes, she does. And we get some like weird body horror shit in here, which I am a fan of, as we see like Rumi getting like choked and stabbed and like flipping back and forth between being Rumi and being the hallucination. Like her features keep distorting back and forth. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
But we also get some things that really don't make sense, because at one point Mima like jumps out the window and onto the roof of the neighboring building, and it's a pretty far drop, and she's clearly very hurt by this, but she's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, I gotta run. And then Rumi just like floats down.
Yeah.
She just floats down in hallucination mode.
There's some magical realism here. Either way, she's pursued across the rooftops, which it's a neat scene.
They eventually
it's very well done. Some beautifully drawn backdrops as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a well done scene. It's a little bit too much. It's a little too far out there, I feel like.
I think it's good because they've both lost their grips on reality. I think it works.
They have. Although I think it could have been portrayed in a way that's not them fighting.
Maybe
literally.
We should have introduced much earlier that both of these characters do parkour together or something. I don't know. It's just, I'm not sold on this chick being fair. Like, yeah, that's right, I run rooftops now. I
didn't get the sense that we're supposed to think they're literally doing this.
Okay. We can, I guess, just hand wave it away and be like, they're probably both making up. They're probably walking downstairs using the stairs and I think like holding hands or something.
Or like they both fell off the balcony and they're like stumbling down the roofs onto the street level or something. Yeah. But they do end up on street level. Rumi ends up like in the street with a truck about to hit her, and she's just like, "Fuck it, I die now."
Oh, before this, Rumi is pushed onto some broken glass by But
they're having a big stumble in the street. Mima pulls the wig off of Rumi, which breaks the illusion for both of them. Rumi, she tosses the wig, and Rumi freaks out. The whole thing is broken. She is now being confronted by the fact that she's not Mima, and she fucking is dying. She goes after the wig. They've like broken this window next to them, and she goes to leap for the fucking wig and impales herself on a shard of glass. Yeah, and she as she's bleeding, she stumbles out into the street, and it looks like we're going to recreate the truck thing that we saw earlier with her actually getting hit when fucking Mima jumps in and saves her for some reason. I would 100% just let that bitch get hit by the truck.
Okay, because they have a long history together and they love each other.
I think I'm with Elissa here. Like, if you have a parasocial relationship to me to the point where you're disguising yourself as me and tries to kill me, you're dead by truck.
Yeah, she tried to kill her twice, and she did successfully kill like 5 people.
Anyway, we then cut again to Rumi. Well, Mima.
Yes.
Rumi?
Rumi.
We cut into the hospital where a doctor is talking to Mima about Rumi's condition. And HIPAA does not exist in 90s Japan because he has given her the full story.
Well, it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't exist in contemporary Japan either.
But yeah, like Rumi just kind of permanently thinks that she's Mima now, and that's just the way it is. She's living in the hospital there, and sometimes Mima goes to visit her, and people are like, "That can't possibly be her."
She's a famous actress.
Yeah. And she says there that like she wouldn't be who she is today. She would not have recovered if not for Rumi's fucked up bullshit she did. So she feels like she owes something to Rumi for all this.
Yeah. And then she gets in her car and looks at herself in the mirror. And I should have written down.
And she's like, it's really me, and winks at the camera. And that's why this movie should be illegal.
Wait, that doesn't happen in my cut.
Oh, really?
Huh.
I'm sorry you missed out on that because I nearly cringed out of the couch and onto the floor.
Well, as far as I can tell, I have the superior cut here.
Yeah, so like with the big reveal at the end, it recontextualizes some stuff earlier. There is a scene where what you see on the second viewing is that like Rumi snaps at the rape scene part. That is what makes her start killing people.
Break.
Except that we see a scene before that where and I didn't have it in my notes, but like Mima goes to use an elevator and someone has stuck a newspaper clipping to the back of the elevator saying that one of the like ruffians from the beginning of the movie has been killed. And it's before that rape scene. And she turns around and she sees the creepy guy looking at her. And this like breaks the narrative because it means Rumi was killing people the entire time. Like that's just something she fucking does. And maybe that's why when Mima left the group, they started suddenly having commercial success because fucking Mima was murdering all of their fans.
You mean Rumi was?
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, Rumi was murdering all of their fans. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just so hard to keep them apart. They're like the same person to me.
They're the same person. Oh my
god. But yeah,
they're so similar.
Yeah. Then after that, like it makes sense because like we see things like when we see the hallucination riding in the car going in the other direction. That's not a hallucination. That's fucking Rumi there dressed up as Mima. When we see the fucking hallucination come out on stage, it's because fucking Rumi is dressed up as Mima and she runs out on stage and starts singing. Of course they're weirded out. And it's just Mima and it's just a creepy guy that can't tell the difference. And I think the one that doesn't hold up here is when they go to the radio station and she sees the hallucination there, which is probably not Rumi dressed up as Mima. It's probably just Rumi, and she is probably just being regular Rumi, and she's just seeing her as Mima. It doesn't make sense. These are these little things where this narrative doesn't totally hold up. On the second viewing, it is apparent that like some of this shit just doesn't work. The narrative is not all the way there. It's aesthetically interesting, but narratively flawed, I would say.
One thing I noted through watching this was this feels like an episode of BoJack Horseman where something very similar happens.
Which episode was that?
I don't remember this episode.
The one where they're weird detectives and BoJack chokes the female lead.
Okay. I guess I haven't seen BoJack in a really long time.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it.
Okay. It doesn't matter, but it's the same theme.
Yeah. Maybe that's where they got the idea. BoJack did come out much later.
Very, very likely. It is, and it is always great to see. This is
a movie from what, 97, 98?
Yeah, it is great to always see themes of something being sort of portrayed again with nostalgic joy.
Yeah. Is everything okay, Annie? Do you have any final thoughts you want to impart upon us about Perfect Blue?
It was good. It had issues. It was good.
Okay.
I think that some of the specific dialogue writing was was pretty clunky, but I really like the way that they were able to blend together, as you said very nicely, the difference between reality and fiction, and the difference between reality and fantasy, and how those all bleed together and make the distinction between any of the two of them really difficult.
Primary thing they were trying to do, and they did succeed in that. So I always think that the most important, if you're evaluating art, the first thing you need to always look at is what is it trying to do, and does it succeed at what it's trying to do? And this does succeed at what it's trying to do. It fails in other areas, but the main thing it's trying to do, in being a twisty thriller, it's a little shaky. In interrogating, fiction versus reality, reality versus fantasy, it's doing that very well.
But I think it also does a really good job of exploring this idea of people claiming ownership over the lives and bodies of other people, especially celebrities. But I don't think that we have to restrict ourselves to just celebrities in this analysis.
Yeah, absolutely not. This exists all over the place. Look at every unhealthy marriage, right?
Yeah, and this idea that you are not the way that I want you to be. You have changed as a person. I don't like the new version of you, and I am going to create a new old version of you and replace the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it works really well.
One thing about the clunkiness of the dialogue, it could also be the translation from Japanese to English.
Absolutely.
And also into text. Something is lost.
So I think something is lost.
We can only evaluate the version that we have, right? That's the version with the subtitles
absolutely.
Are what's being released here.
It's just as compare and contrast to Green Butchers, where you had a native speaker on team who could sort of convey some of the cultural valence.
Yeah. I really think that the localization of this film was subpar.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think
Agreed.
So. Because I watched the dub later without you, and it's the same script as the subtitles tracks that we had.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So even that was not very good, and also the voice acting in the English dub is bad.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is, because
it's 90s anime.
I've not seen very much anime, but I'm familiar with how Japanese dubs tend to go.
So
and they tend to be very bad.
Even
in live action films, they use those same voice actors they use for anime, and they're terrible. They're all terrible.
So anime dubs were
fuck you, Shin Godzilla.
Anime dubs were really, really bad until about 2015. And now they're at a point where it's they're good actors.
Okay.
It's the same actors that you get in video games and shit.
Yeah, but they're terrible actors.
No, they're not. They're fine.
They're bad. They're bad.
All right. So should we? How do we judge this? Because I think this piece of art could have this is a warning tale primarily against parasociality and capitalism that causes it. I would love to see it retranslated.
So my basic take on this is I don't think it's perfect. I think it has problems, but on the whole, I like it, and I think people should watch it. Should not be illegal.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. I mean, I would like to see it, but just again with better translation.
I would love to see it retranslated, but I don't think that is necessary as a condition for its freedom.
Okay.
Conditional freedom.
I think I'm gonna go a different angle with this and say, this shit is not appropriate for an animated children's cartoon. This is these themes are a little too intense for children. They're not going to understand them. They're just going to see boobs. And then they're going to have anxiety like me. I saw a lot of boobs as a kid in movies. Now I have anxiety.
My mistake. You're right. You're so right. Kids should not see this.
I don't know. I saw Ace Ventura as a kid, and now I'm trans.
I'm going to say we should censor this and have them redo it as live action. And then it'll be like a mediocre, Japanese late 90s thriller.
Oh, good God.
And that'll be kind of fun,
I fucking hate you.
All right. And on that note, this has been Art Should Be Illegal. Our next pick is, of course, the wonderful Elissa. So what's in store for us?
I'm going to go in a completely different direction. We are going to review the interview of Peter Falk and John Cassavetes on Dick Cavett. This is from around the time that the movie Mikey and Nikki came on. I just want people to see the comedic genius of Peter Falk.
We're gonna review an interview.
Yes, because it's a really fucking good interview, and I don't want. And I keep saying I want to pick things that are lower effort because I keep working so fucking hard on these episodes, and so I am doing a cop out. We're gonna watch like a fucking half-hour interview.
Okay, sure, yeah, I'm all for that.
That's not a cop out. After Michael Jackson, who can say
that was I have put so much work into that episode.
I am sorry. That was a great episode, but calling anything we do a cop out, I think is unjust.
Yeah, okay.
I did so much research.
You did it. It was a great episode, and I'm looking forward to
a fantastic episode. I love that episode.
It was. And on that note, thank you so much for listening. This has been Art Should Be Illegal, and we'll be back sooner than you might want.
Wait,
bye.
No, continue waving. Bye.
See ya.